The 34th Guam Youth Congress is hereby called to order. Will all representatives please rise for the prayer?
Let us all bow our heads in prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, we gather in this session of the 34th Guam Youth Congress seeking your guidance. Grant us the clarity of purpose and the unity of spirit as we serve the youth of our island. May our deliberations be marked by justice, integrity, and inclusivity. Empower us to champion the needs of Guam's youth with compassion and diligence. Guide our decisions with wisdom and foresight, that they may reflect the highest ideals. Bless each member with courage, strength, and humility in their service of their fellow youth. May our efforts be dedicated to the betterment of our island community and the empowerment of its people. In your grace, we place our trust and aspirations. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Sizuos Ma'asi, now Representative Villasoto, to lead in the national anthem and the Guam hymn.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Fanogi chamoru purita nota konsai matsunon yagi toru ilugad. Padai honra, padai gloria, abibai es las en para. Padai honra, padai gloria, abibai es las en para. Utoru y tiempo y paz para hita zanganan langit na bendition. Contra peligro na fansa fuam zus proteis land Guam. Contra peligro na fansa fuam zus proteis land Guam.
Sizuos Ma'asi, and now with Vice Speaker Rachel Cho to lead in the Inifresi.
Inifresi, gineni mastaculum gihina soku, imastaculum gikurasonhu, zanimas figu nanina sinyahu, huafresin maisazu, parabar huputehi, zanhu defendi, ihinengi, ikotura, ilenguahi, airi, hanom zanitano chamoru. Niden shoku deretsu gininazu tata, estiua femma gihilungi bliblia, zanibenderahu ibanderan guahan.
Sizuos Ma'asi, you may all be seated. Can we begin with roll call, please?
Representative Chae Young-an, Representative Traven Atoigui, Representative Cody Angui, Vice Speaker Wooju Cho, Vice Speaker Wooju Cho present. Representative Ziani Conception, Representative Ziani Conception present. Representative Kristen Cruz, Representative Kristen Cruz present. Representative Austin Fortuno, Representative Austin Fortuno present. Representative Caitlin Galindez, Representative Caitlin Galindez present. Representative Arabella Gale, Representative Arabella Gale present. Representative Dia Hamlani, Representative Dia Hamlani present. Representative Kimeme Gali, Representative Tulia Kersoma, Representative Julie Laksamana, Representative Jayon Lee, Representative Jayon Lee present. Representative Noe Lee, Representative William Mann, Representative Vin Nugent, Representative Vin Nugent present. Representative Nathan Paz, Representative Ben Alindez, Representative Haley Pangilinan, Representative Haley Pangilinan present. Representative Ariana Cuchicho, Representative Christian Ramos, Representative Kiana Santos, Representative Lyses Santos, Representative Lyses Santos present. Representative Kyan To, Representative Ty Whitaker, Representative Ty Whitaker present. Representative Isabella Villasoto, Representative Isabella Villasoto present. Speaker Lily Vinch, Speaker Lily Vinch present. Representative Jai Qin Yang, Representative Jai Qin Yang present. Madam Speaker, you have a quorum.
Sizos Ma'asi, Representative Fortuno, you are now recognized.
Sujus Masi, Madam Speaker, I move to excuse members not present and voting for this session.
There's been a motion to excuse all members not present and voting. Are there any objections? Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. With no items in section 7, 8, and 9, the call and approval of the legislative journal, communications, petitions, and messages are waived. And with no business in items 10 and 11, the reports of the standing and select committees are waived as well. Representative Conception, you are now recognized.
I move to add Resolution 26-34 LS, Resolution 27-34 LS, Resolution 28-34 LS, and Resolution 29-34 LS onto the legislative agenda for today's session.
There has been a motion to add Resolution 26, Resolution 27, and Resolution 28, and Resolution 29-34 LS onto today's session agenda. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Vice Speaker Rachel Cho, you are recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt today's amended legislative session agenda.
There's been a motion to adopt today's amended legislative session agenda. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Floor Leader Fortuno, you are recognized.
Sujus Masi, Madam Speaker, I move that all bills and resolutions on today's session agenda are deemed to have their first reading.
There's been a motion to have all bills and resolutions on today's session agenda deemed to have their first reading. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Fortuno, your motion.
Sejus Masi, Madam Speaker, I move to place Bill 14-34 COR into the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to move Bill 14-34 COR into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Fortuno, you're welcome to introduce.
Sejus Masi, Madam Speaker, Bill number 14-34 COR, as amended by the Committee on Public Safety, Homeland Security, and Judiciary, was introduced by yours truly, Austin Fortunato, as an act to add a new subsection A to Section 22108 of Chapter 22, Title 7, Guam Code annotated, relative to the postponement of jury service for students during the school term, to be known as the Student Juror Flexibility Act of 2024. My dear Madam Speaker, I stand before you today to highlight a very fundamental principle that lies at the heart of our democratic society, and that is the importance of our civic duties. Jury duty, as a cornerstone of our legal system, embodies this principle, representing a very essential obligation for each and every citizen living in the United States. Really, it is through our participation in jury service that we uphold the principles of justice and ensure the fair administration of the law. However, as we recognize the significance of this civic duty, we must also acknowledge the unique challenges that it presents, particularly for our student population. Balancing the demands of jury service with the rigors of academic life or employment can be a daunting task, one that often forces students to make difficult choices between fulfilling their civic responsibilities and pursuing their education. Today, I come before you with a proposal that seeks to alleviate a significant burden faced by our student population, the conflict between this civic duty and educational responsibilities. As representatives entrusted with advocating for the needs of our youth, it is imperative that we address this issue to ensure the seamless integration of civic engagement and academic pursuits for our youth. Bill number 14-34 COR, aptly named the Student Juror Flexibility Act of 2024, aims to tackle this challenge head-on by introducing provisions that will enable students selected for jury duty during the school term to avoid missing crucial days of instruction. This legislation recognizes the fundamental importance of education and seeks to prevent disruptions to the learning process caused by mandatory jury service. Every student on Guam deserves the opportunity to excel academically without undue hindrances. Yet the current system often forces students to choose between fulfilling their civic duty and attending school. This dilemma not only impacts their academic progress, but also creates unnecessary stress and financial strain. Madam Speaker, by allowing students to request a postponement, not a deferral or not a complete excusal from jury duty, a postponement of their service to a date that does not conflict with the school term, this bill offers a pragmatic and practical solution. It ensures that our youth can remain engaged in their studies without the fear of falling behind due to unavoidable absences. Moreover, Madam Speaker, it promotes a culture of civic participation amongst our student population, demonstrating that their voices matter in shaping our justice system. Madam Speaker, one of the things that really drove my decision to introduce this bill was my experience in being tapped as a juror myself back in December in the middle of final exams. Luckily, I was in the near end of that week of final exams, so I did not need to make too many arrangements with my professors in terms of having to reschedule certain things, right, to ensure that I'm able to complete or fulfill my civic duty while having to juggle my tasks as a college student. I have no doubt that every person on Guam should get to experience juror service. I saw things that I've never seen, right? And I was able to gain an inside look in the way our justice system works. And really, juror service, in my opinion, is the best way for every person on Guam to understand, really, how is our law being administered, right? Although I assert that sentiment, I still believe, though, that we need to make accommodations for our students, for our fellow youth. With my experience, it really is a burden in many ways, especially when you're in the middle of final exams week. but providing this law, hopefully we are able to create that accommodations for our students. Madam Speaker, as representatives of Guam's youth, it is incumbent upon us to advocate for policies that prioritize the educational well-being of our peers. By supporting the Student Juror Flexibility Act of 2024, we send a clear message that we stand in solidarity with our fellow students and are committed to fostering an environment where their academic pursuits are valued, protected, and prioritized. I urge each of you to lend your support to this important legislation, recognizing its potential to make a tangible difference in the lives of our student community. Let us come together to ensure that no student has to risk their education in the name of civic duty. Suzus Mahasi, Madam Speaker.
Suzus Mahasi, Representative Fortuno. Are there any other members wishing to speak on this bill? Representative Nguyen, you are recognized.
Okay, thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to rise in support of this bill, and I just want to say, as a student who studies a lot and studies for tests and prepares a lot for exams, if I were to be called into jury duty at the time of, like Austin said, exams, the main thing on my mind would be the exams, not necessarily focusing on the role of being in jury duty. So not only would it impact our educational prospects and whatnot, but also inhibit our ability to have complete focus on the case and our role in jury duty. So, as Austin said, it's not saying that you're completely excused, but you can just postpone it. So you're also fulfilling that role as well. And like stated in the bill, it creates a very delicate balance between our education and fulfilling our civic duties. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Representative Nguyen. Are there any other members wishing to speak on this bill? Representative Cho, you are recognized.
This is a very well-written bill, and I love the intentions behind it, but I just have a few questions. So when a student...
Would you mind posing the question first?
Yes. When a student is excused from jury duty due to this new Juror Act, would the case that the student is in be postponed until the one student is done with their exams, etc., or will they, is there a certain time limit to that, or will the student just be allowed to say, I have exams for a week and then I have midterms, So is there any guidelines regarding that?
Representative Fortuno, do you yield to the question?
Yes, Madam Speaker, and thank you to Vice Speaker Cho for that question. The good thing is I have the awesome privilege of having served jury duty myself, so I can attest to the experience and the process of how it works. So the intention behind this legislation and the intention in hopes, in the way I wish to have this be implemented is really the student is tapped for juror service, right? They receive what is known as a juror qualification form. Every person on Guam who is tapped to serve on a jury or to qualify as a juror receives a juror qualification form, and the form is just a form that asks for your personal identifying information, right? And it asks you to check tick boxes that show you the list of characteristics that will allow you to immediately be excused from jury duty. That includes being a firefighter, to being a priest, being a senator, all these things, right? Being a student is not part of that list. And so if you're a student in the current process, you have to submit the form. You have to tell the court system that you are a qualified juror. And so the intention with this legislation, and I hope when the bill does get passed and it does get to the implementation part, that this is the way it gets done, is the juror qualification form will already have a tick box that says, are you a student? Based on this law that was just passed, you have the opportunity to defer your service to the summer term if you want to. It's a voluntary, it's not mandatory for a student to seek this deferment. But if they want it postponed, they can check box and say, okay, I'm a qualified juror because I'm a student, but I want to serve my capacity as juror during the non-instructional days, right? During the summer term. And so the way it's going to work is if we do it at that level with just asking the jurors if they're qualified, that we don't risk a scenario where a student divulges to the court that, oh, I'm actually a student and I want to postpone my service to the summer term. And now that will completely throw off the voir dire process, the court's process with handling cases, right? So at that level, at the juror qualification process, when these letters go out from the office of the jury commissioner, they're already asking, right? Okay, these are the list of things that will allow you to be excused for jury service. You're definitely not these things because you're a student, and then there'll be a special box there that says, if you are a student, you have the opportunity to defer. If you want to defer, you can go ahead and do that. And once they turn in that form, the jury commissioner still gets the form. The jury commissioner still marks you as a qualified juror. But of course, since you tick box that yes, saying that you want to defer to the summer months, the jury commissioner can only call you in for the voir dire process to actually put you on a case during the summer months, right? That's the intended process with this legislation, and I hope that addresses the Vice Speaker's questions. Thank you.
Are there any other members wishing to speak on this bill? Representative Villasoto, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So when the committee first had this meeting regarding Representative Fortuno's bill, a lot of us were unaware that there wasn't already accommodations for students in jury duty. And I think that as a student who is interested in the justice system, one of my biggest concerns is that the youth is going to view civic duties as a burden and not a responsibility. So I think with this bill, I really do rise in support of it to encourage the youth to view civic duties as a responsibility, something to be proud that you have in this free nation and its democratic society, as Representative Fortuno mentioned. And I really do appreciate that it's merely just a postponement of jury duty, not just a seizing of jury duty altogether. So I rise in support of this bill, and I thank Representative Fortuno for this bill.
Sizus Maasi, Representative Villasoto. Are there any other members wishing to speak on this bill? Representative Concepcion, you are recognized.
Looking at the bill, I was wondering if there's a limit of how many times a student can actually postpone their jury duty.
Author, do you pose to this question?
Yes, Madam Speaker, and thank you, Representative Concepcion, for that question. The current language of the bill does not call for a limit, only because of the fact, right, that the current qualifications for you to be a juror already, in many ways, sets you up for a certain limit, right? You can only qualify as a juror if you're over 18. So there's really only a rather small population of our high school community who is over 18, who is still attending high school, right? Who could seek this opportunity. So they could likely only be doing it for one summer, right? So that's for the high school students. For the college students, right, those are the people above 18 pursuing higher education. There is no limit, but of course, your typical college student only seeks education or only seeks or trying to attain a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. They're only there for 4 years, so that's 4 summers, right? This bill, in my opinion, or in my perspective, will likely not set up a situation where someone could seek an excusal or a postponement, not an excusal, the bill doesn't have any provisions that allow for an excusal, a postponement that lasts for a significantly long time, right? There's no situation where you will be a college student for the next 15 years, so you cannot be postponing your juror service for 15 years. When it does get to the implementation part with the court system, I do think that when they craft the rules and regulations in implementing this policy, they will definitely be looking into that. But based on the already existing qualifications for how someone becomes a juror, it has in of itself kind of like a limit, a natural limit already for you to be seeking these postponements. I hope that addresses the question. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Fortuno. Are there any other members wishing to speak on this bill? Seeing or hearing none, Representative Fortuno, you're welcome to close.
Seduce Masi, Madam Speaker, and again, I just want to use this opportunity to kind of express my gratitude to the representatives who rose up and stood in support of my measure. Representative Vin Van Nguyen, Representative Villasoto, really, in many ways, and as Representative Nguyen highlighted, right, we want to make this accommodation, especially when students are in the midst of their academic pursuits. That should be the goal. If our goal is to establish a strong workforce on Guam, we should be setting them up for success, right? Not setting them up for failure. Our civic duty is very important, right? And that is why, really, we created this practical and pragmatic approach. We're not excusing them from jury service. It's a civic duty. Everyone has to do it. But we're giving them the postponement that they need so that it doesn't collide with the other responsibilities. Really, they're very important responsibilities in trying to go to school and pass their classes and all these things. And as Representative Villasoto highlighted, the current system in many ways kind of dismotivates the youth, right? Thinking that now I have to go to court, but I have to also do my project or review for the test. These conditions are not right for students, right? We want to be setting them up for success by having this postponement, by allowing them to do it during the summer months. They're able to have the best of both worlds, right? Pass their classes and get to spend the summer over in the courthouse over there at the Guam Judicial Center, right? But really, that is the intent behind this legislation. And before I make a motion to move to the third reading, Madam Speaker, I would like to make a motion to add Representatives Vin Van Nguyen and Representative Villasoto as co-sponsors to the measure.
Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries.
Sidus Masi, Madam Speaker, I move to place Bill 14-34 into the third reading file for voting.
There's been a motion to place Bill 14-34 COR into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Galindez, you are recognized.
I would like to make a motion to place resolution number 22-34 COR into the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to place resolution 22-34 COR into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Galindez, you are welcome to introduce.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to introduce this resolution by acknowledging the outstanding achievements of Okoudou High School and Notre Dame High School in the 2023 Toys for Tots High School Challenge. From October 2nd to December 1st of 2023, high schools from around the island collected a total of 1,814 toys for the youth, with Okoudou securing first place in the large school division with 1,242 toys, and Notre Dame High School in the small school division with 147 toys. This is a commendable accomplishment as it highlights the participation of our island's youth and their service to the community, both of which deserve to be recognized today. It is heartwarming to me to know that this Toys for Tots High School Challenge truly magnified the potential of our commitment to serving the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Representative Fortuno, you are recognized.
Sidus Masi, Madam Speaker, and again, I really like having these resolutions be introduced because really, it's important that we commend the sectors within our peers, right, within our fellow youth that do great things for our community. And of course, we want to thank the schools that participated in the Toys for Tots campaign. I am an alumnus of the Okoudou High School, so it's great to see them bagging these kinds of achievements. And yeah, I share the same sentiment. Really, it's important that we commend these individuals for doing greater things for our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Fortuno. Are there any other representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? You're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd just like to rise in support of this resolution. I'd like to put a highlight on the fact that this took place after war happened, so a lot of families are still recovering from that. And it's great to see high school students participate in such great movements and help support the children that are in need and also are not fortunate enough. So thank you.
Thank you, Representative Karasoma. Are there any other members wishing to speak on this resolution? Hearing or seeing none, Representative Galindez, you are welcome to close.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, representatives, for your support in Resolution 22-34. I would like to close by once more congratulating Oakadu High School and Notre Dame High School for their exceptional dedication, bringing honor to their schools, and positively impacting our island community. I would also like to take this time to commend all participating schools and organizations in the 2023 Toys for Tots Challenge. And thank you to Marine Corps Base Camp Bloss for leading the annual Toys for Tots campaign. Lastly, thank you to my co-sponsors, Representative Ziani Conception and Representative Cody Angui, for your feedback and contributions on this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Galindez. At this time, do you have a motion?
I make a motion to move Resolution 22-34 to the third reading file for voting. Thank you.
There's been a motion to move Resolution 22-34 COR into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. We're now going to be in a short 5-minute recess. Thank you. The 34th Guam Youth Congress is now back from recess. Representative Fortuno, you are recognized.
Seduce Masi, Madam Speaker, I move to place resolution number 20-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to place resolution 20-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing seeing none, motion carries. Representative Fortuno, you're welcome to introduce.
Seduce Masi, Madam Speaker, resolution number 20-34 LS is introduced by yours truly, Austin Fortuno, Christian Gals Ramos, Nathan Ipaz, Che Young An, Ty Whitaker, Trevin Atoigui, and Speaker Lily Vinch. And it is relative to recognizing and commending the Southern High School Army Junior Reserves Officer Training Corps program for their outstanding achievement in earning the Honor Unit with Distinction designation and extending our sincere congratulations to the Night Battalion, its cadets, and instructors for their exemplary dedication, service, and commitment to excellence. Madam Speaker, resolution number 20-34 is a testament to our body's sincere commendations to the remarkable achievements of Southern High School's Army JROTC program, otherwise known as the Night Battalion. The recognition of the Honor Unit with Distinction designation bestowed upon the Night Battalion by the U.S. Army Command's 8th Brigade stands as a beacon of excellence. This prestigious acknowledgement, earned through tireless dedication and unwavering commitment, highlights the exceptional caliber of cadets and instructors within Southern High School's JROTC program. Through a rigorous evaluation process conducted very recently by Mr. Mark Pratt, an inspector from the 8th Brigade, the Night Battalion showcased unparalleled proficiency, earning an impressive score of 95.66%. This achievement underscores not only their competence, but also their steadfast commitment to excellence in all endeavors. Moreover, this distinction is really a culmination of many, many months of hard work and perseverance demonstrated by the consistent pursuit of excellence showcased in previous inspections by the Southern High School JROTC program. The Night Battalion's commitment to improvement, even amidst the challenges such as the COVID-19 pandemic, reflects their resilience and determination to uphold the highest standards of performance for their program. Of course, central to this success are the exemplary leaders within the Night Battalion, and I want to use this opportunity to recognize them, right? Many, including the students or the cadets, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ursula Ziegler, Cadet Major Che Young An, one of our colleagues here in the Youth Congress, and Cadet Command Sergeant Major Jude Cruz. Their outstanding leadership has been instrumental in guiding their peers towards greatness and inspiring a culture of excellence and camaraderie within their JROTC program. Furthermore, it's important that we recognize the invaluable contributions of the dedicated instructors, right? Lieutenant Colonel M. Wade Paul, Lieutenant Colonel Carl Q. Cruz, and Sergeant First Class Juan T. King. Their mentorship and their guidance have not only shaped the cadets' skills, but also instilled in them the values of discipline, integrity, and service to others. Madam Speaker, as we acknowledge the significance of this achievement, let us extend our sincerest congratulations to the Night Battalion, to all of its cadets and instructors. Their unwavering dedication, service, and commitment to excellence really serves as an inspiration to all of us, the youth of Guam. Situs Masi, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Representative Fortuno. Are there any members wishing to speak on this resolution? Representative Van, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And thank you, Representative Fortuno, for recognizing Southern High School and its ROTC program's accomplishment. This is truly a testament to the battalion's commitment and collective hard work that we have put in since the beginning of the school year. And as one of the top 3 leaders of the Night Battalion, I'm beyond proud of the Knights and so grateful to the instructors for their continued dedication and commitment. In fact, this is the first honor unit distinction that we earned since our inspection in 2014. So I am really proud of my battalion, and I'm really thankful to all the support. And our Night Battalion will continue to great things and inspire our community. Thank you.
Sizus Mahasi, are there any other representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Hearing or seeing none, Representative Fortuno, you are welcome to close.
Well, I believe Representative An best really put it. She was one of the people that really was part of the effort to make this achievement for her peers in the JROTC program. And again, we commend you for that, Representative An. We'll go ahead and make a motion to place resolution number 20-34 LS into the third reading file for voting.
There's been a motion to place resolution 20-34 LS into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Vice Speaker Cho, you are recognized.
I would like to make a motion to place resolution number 23-34 COR onto the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to place resolution 23-34 COR into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Vice Speaker Cho, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to open by recognizing and congratulating the John F. Kennedy High School Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps on placing first overall at the annual All-Island JROTC drill competition and commending them on their positive impact on the community. On Saturday, February 17, 2024, the JFKHS AF JROTC drill teams competed in the annual All-Island JROTC drill competition and placed first in 9 out of 10 different categories. And that one category we lost is only because we didn't enter. I would like to specially recognize the drill team commanders, Cadet Second Lieutenant Joseph Narzine Latore, Cadet Captain Catherine Jane Ferrer, Cadet First Lieutenant Laika Joan Alves, Cadet Master Sergeant Shayna Shaylin Chokai, and all of the cadets' hard work, which led to the JFK AFJROTC drill teams to have a landslide win this year. I would also like to recognize our wonderful aerospace science instructors, Lieutenant Colonel Williams, Senior Master Sergeant Rosario, and Master Sergeant Moffness for their constant and unwavering support. Without them, I know the cadets would say that it would not have been possible. Again, I'm so proud of and to be a part of JFK's AFJROTC, and I wish them all the luck and support in their competitions back in the States. Thank you very much.
Suzus Maasi, Vice Speaker Cho, are there any members wishing to speak on this resolution? Hearing or seeing none, Vice Speaker Cho, you are welcome to close.
Again, I would like to commend them and recognize them for all of their hard work. I see them practicing out on the drill pad every day after school, and seeing them and their hard work is just amazing. Congratulations, you guys, and I really hope that you guys win first place back in the States.
Suzus Maasi, Vice Speaker Cho, at this time, do you have a motion?
I motion to move resolution number 23-24 into the third reading file for voting. 24-34 into the third reading file for voting.
There's been a motion to place resolution 23-34 COR into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Karasoma, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to place resolution number 24-34 COR into the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to place resolution 24-34 COR into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, you are welcome to introduce.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My esteemed colleagues of the 34th Guam Youth Congress, I rise today to introduce resolution number 24-34 COR. This resolution pertains to the recognition and commendation of Guam Academy Charter School for kickstarting the first ever National English Honor Society chapter on the island of Guam. The school meticulously selected 19 students who not only demonstrate excellence in the English language arts, but also wholeheartedly embrace its significance within our community. I want to really put an emphasis on the significance of this achievement, not solely within the realm of English language arts and literature on Guam, but also in shaping the future of our island's youth. So I'd like to share a recent endeavor undertaken by the Guam Academy NEHS chapter. Under the guidance of the NEHS Director, Christopher Lockwood, students were tasked with contributing to the NEHS newsletter by showcasing local authors or literature who they thought were deserving of greater recognition. Mr. Lockwood loved each and every submission from the students so much that he included all entries into the publication process, so each submission will be published in the newsletter. Moreover, he discerned a recurring theme across the entries, which was the Chamorro language and its gradual decline amongst our youth. In response, Mr. Lockwood proposed a collaborative effort with the Guahan Academy NEHS chapter to spearhead a project that would be primarily focused on preserving and documenting the Chamorro language. Not only would NEHS help fund this project, it has also garnered the attention of the entire National English Honor Society Advisory Council. The whole organization has basically taken an interest in Guahan Academy's NEHS chapter. In retrospect, this remarkable achievement has shed a beacon of light upon Guam and indeed the entire Marianas region, as this is the sole chapter within its borders. So I urge all of my fellow representatives gathered here today to also stand in support behind this resolution and join me in honoring this exceptional accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Karasoma. Are there any representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Representative Fortuno, you are recognized.
Suzus Maasi, Madam Speaker, and again, I want to really commend Representative Karasoma for introducing this and really extend my sincere recognition and commendation to the Guahan Academy Charter School in this achievement of having the first ever National English Honor Society chapter in Manaytay on Guam, and really to the 19 inductees, which of course include the Honorable Representative. And it's really interesting that although this is the first ever National English Honor Society, whose goal is, right, to disperse the English language in our community and really try to promote the importance of literacy skills within our community, as Representative Karasoma noted, right, with the newsletter, that really their efforts don't just lie in sharing or trying to promote the English language, it's also in promoting really our native language on Guam, right, the Chamorro language. And now that we are in the midst of Mes Chamorro, we're celebrating our language, our culture, it's important that we have units in our community that are able to go out and remind people, right, this is our culture, this is our language, and it's important that we foster a sense of community that allows for these things to sustain itself, because we're seeing, right, we're seeing the unfortunate scenario where our culture, our language is slowly weakening, right? I had the opportunity to attend a meeting with members of the Comisión Ifino Chamorro, and they had a really stark, really unfortunate prediction that the Chamorro language risks being lost by the year 2068, which is a very, very horrible deadline. And as much as possible, we should work towards straying away from that. And again, I extend my congratulations to the members of the Guahan Academy Charter School National English Honor Society for putting themselves into this endeavor, despite of the fact that it might lie outside of their mandate, right? They're trying to, in many ways, create a more culturally sustaining organization that adapts to the directions of their national organization. And we see a lot of that here on Guam, and really these kinds of organizations are really important. And so again, I extend my congratulations to the Honor Society, and that's all. Suzus Maasi, Madam Speaker.
Suzus Maasi, are there any other representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Representative Vilsoto, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First, I'd like to congratulate the new members of the National English Honor Society of Guahan Academy and also Representative Karasoma for her induction into the society. And when we were talking earlier, Representative Karasoma put that this is the first and only student organization affiliated with the National English Honor Society. So with Guahan Academy's efforts, I really do hope that this opens the door for a lot more academic institutions on the island to join the National English Honor Society. And I really do appreciate and I look forward to the efforts that the Honor Society will have in preserving and promoting the Chamorro language on Guam. And I just like to once again congratulate Representative Karasoma, and I really do support this bill. Thank you.
Suzus Maasi, are there any other representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? At this time, you're welcome to close.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I would just like to thank my fellow representatives, Representative Fortuno and Representative Villasoto, for speaking and sharing their thoughts on this resolution and this massive achievement. It is very appreciated. Thank you again.
And at this time, your motion.
I move to place resolution number 24-34 COR into the third reading file for voting. Thank you.
There's been a motion to place resolution 24-34 COR into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Santos, you are recognized.
I would like to make a motion to place resolution number 26-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to place resolution 26-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Santos, you are recognized.
On behalf of Representative Kayan Reito, I would like to introduce resolution number 26-34 LS relative to recognizing and congratulating the Father Duenas Memorial School 2023 to 2024 Academic Challenge Bowl team on their championship and commending them on fostering academic excellence to all students. Additionally, I would like to send the best of luck to the team as they will be competing in the national level in Washington, D.C. on behalf of Guam later this year. Thank you.
Cesar Masi, are there any representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Representative Concepcion, you are recognized.
I would like to make a motion to place resolution number 27-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion.
We're going to go ahead and postpone that motion until she closes her resolution, if that's all right. Thank you. Are there any other members wishing to speak on this resolution? Seeing or hearing none, Representative Santos, you are welcome to close.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As a member of ACB myself, this accomplishment is definitely one to be proud of, especially on their future competition in Washington, D.C. On behalf of Representative Toe, I would like to close the introduction of Resolution 26-34 LS by once again congratulating head coach Jovita Manzanilla and the Father Duenas Memorial High School team on placing first in the high school division of the Regional Academic Challenge Bowl.
Cesar Masi, and your motion?
I motion to move resolution number 26-34 LS to the third reading file for voting.
There's been a motion to place resolution 26-34 LS into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Concepcion, you are recognized.
I would like to make a motion to place resolution number 27-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to place resolution 27-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Concepcion, you are welcome to introduce.
On behalf of Representative Kayan Reito from Father Duenas Memorial School, I'd like to recognize and congratulate the Father Duenas Memorial School 2023 to 2024 beach volleyball team on their IIAAG High School Beach Volleyball Championship, as well as many more momentous accomplishments, and commending them on their positive impact to the island sports community. On the 7th day of February 2024, the Father Duenas Memorial School Beach Volleyball team won the IIAAG Championship, as well as the head coach, Manny Gorin, and assistant coaches Shin Okada, Steven Serbin, and Brian Mantanani have all played a vital role in each player's scholarship, growth, nutrition, well-being, and success, while striving to be the best high school beach volleyball team on Guam. The Father Duenas Beach Volleyball team has set an unmatched win record of an undefeated season with 7 wins and 0 losses. The Father Duenas Beach volleyball players have received scholarships to institutions of higher learning and have gone on to play in division schools and junior colleges.
Jesus Mahasi, Representative Concepcion. Are there any representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Seeing or hearing none, Representative Concepcion, you are welcome to close.
Again, I'd like to commend the Father Duenas Beach volleyball team on their hard work and the effort that led them to winning the championship with an undefeated season. Thank you.
Thank you. And your motion?
I make a motion to move resolution number 27-34 LS into the third reading file for voting.
There's been a motion to place Resolution 27-34 LS into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Santos, you are recognized.
I would like to make a motion to place resolution number 28-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion.
Thank you. There has been a motion to place Resolution 28-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Santos, you are welcome to introduce.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of Representative Kayan To, I would like to introduce resolution number 28-34 LS relative to recognizing and congratulating the Father Duenas Memorial High School 2023-2024 basketball team on their Independent Interscholastic Athletic Association of Guam High School Varsity Basketball Championship. Many more momentous accomplishments, commending them on their positive impact to the island sports community. On March 8, 2024, the Father Duenas Memorial School basketball team won their second consecutive championship with an undefeated record of 10 wins and 0 losses under the guidance of coaches Jimmy Yee and Ryan Treltis. Additionally, the team has previously won first place in the Philippines tournament and fourth place in the Japan tournament. With Representative Kayan To included, their team will be competing once again in March 2024 in the Youth Dreamers tournament and have continued to break records and scores set by previous Friars. Lastly, I would like to recognize Friars Noah Tenorio in the IIAAG League as the most valuable player for school year 2023 to 2024. I would like to ask my fellow representatives to extend their warmest congratulations to the team on behalf of Representative To. Thank you.
Suzuos Maasi, are there any representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Hearing or seeing none, you are welcome to close.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of Representative Kayan To, I, Lisel Santos, would like to close the introduction of Resolution 28-34 LS by once again congratulating the Father Duenas Memorial High School basketball team on their continuous victories on and off island.
Suzuos Maasi, and your motion?
I motion to move resolution number 28-34 LS to the third reading file for voting.
There's been a motion to move and place Resolution 28-34 LS into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Concepcion, you are recognized.
I would like to make a motion to place resolution number 29-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion.
There's been a motion to place Resolution 29-34 LS into the second reading file for discussion. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. Representative Concepcion, you are welcome to introduce.
Resolution number 28-34 LS is relative to recognizing and commending the St. Paul Christian School girls basketball team on their second consecutive Independent Interscholastic Athletic Association of Guam, IIAAG, Girls Basketball Championship, as well as winning the title of Champion of Champions and the 2024 Dodeo Pacific Girls Basketball D1 Tournament. On December 12, 2023, the St. Paul Christian School girls basketball team, led by coaches Daryl Stinnett, Charity Lujan, won their second consecutive IIAAG Girls Basketball Championship, as well as they went on to win the Guam Girls Basketball title Champion of Champions on January 6th, and on January 31st, 2024, the St. Paul girls basketball team went on to win the 2024 Dodeo Pacific Girls Basketball D1 Tournament. Thank you.
Suzuos Maasi, are there any representatives wishing to speak on this resolution? Hearing or seeing none, Representative Concepcion, you are welcome to close.
Again, I'd like to congratulate the St. Paul girls basketball team on their impressive triple championship.
Thank you. And your motion?
I make a motion to move resolution number 29-34 LS into the third reading file for voting.
There's been a motion to move and place Resolution 29-34 LS into the third reading file for voting. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, motion carries. We're now going to be in a short recess before we start our voting file. Thank you. The 34th Guam Youth Congress is now back from recess. At this time, I'd like to call for a second roll call.
Representative On. Representative Atoigui. Representative Angui. Vice Speaker Cho. Vice Speaker Cho present. Representative Concepcion. Representative Concepcion present. Representative Kirsten Cruz. Representative Cruz present. Representative Fortuno. Representative Fortuno present. Representative Galindez. Representative Galindez present. Representative Gale. Representative Hemlani. Representative Hemlani present. Representative Kameme. Representative Kameme not present. Representative Karasoma. Representative Laksamana. Representative Jayon Lee. Representative Jayon Lee present. Representative Noe Lee. Representative Mann. Representative Nguyen. Representative Nguyen present. Representative Paz. Representative Francis Ben Alandez. Representative Alandez present. Representative Pangilinan. Representative Pangilinan present. Representative Cuchicho. Representative Ramos. Representative Santos. Representative Lyses Santos. Representative Lyses Santos present. Representative Kyan To. Representative Ty Whitaker. Representative Villasoto. Representative Villasoto present. Speaker Lily Vinch. Speaker Lily Vinch present. Representative Yang. Representative Yang present. Madam Speaker, you still have a quorum.
Suzu Mahasi, we are now on legislative item 19, the voting file. Assistant Recording Secretary, can you please read the title for Bill 14-34 COR?
Bill number 14-34 COR, introduced by Austin Fortuno, an act to add a new subsection A and B to section 22108 of chapter 22, title 7, Guam Code Annotated, relative to the postponement of jury service for students during the school term, to be known as the Student Juror Flexibility Act of 2024.
Thank you. Can we please begin roll call with votes, please?
Vice Speaker Cho. Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion. Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz. Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno. Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez. Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hemlani. Representative Hemlani, aye. Representative Karasoma. Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee. Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen. Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Alandez. Representative Alandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan. Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos. Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Whitaker. Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto. Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vinch. Speaker Vinch, aye. Representative Yang. Representative Yang, aye. Yeah.
Bill 14-34 COR has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Bill 14-34 hereby passes by our body. Thank you. Can we please read Title IV, Resolution 20-34?
Resolution number 20-34 LS, introduced by Austin Fortuno, Christian Ramos, Nathan Paz, Cheong An, Ty Whitaker, Traven Atoigui, and Lily Vinch. Relative to recognizing and commending the Southern High School Army Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps program for their outstanding achievement in earning the Honor Unit with Distinction designation, and extending our sincere congratulations to the Night Battalion, its cadets, and instructors for their exemplary dedication, service, and commitment to excellence.
Thank you. At this time, roll call with votes, please.
Vice Speaker Cho. Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion. Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz. Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno. Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez. Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hamlani. Representative Hamlani, aye. Representative Karasoma. Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee. Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen. Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Alandez. Representative Alandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan. Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos. Representative Lyses Santos, present. Aye. Representative Whitaker. Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto. Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vinch. Speaker Vinch, aye. Representative Yang. Representative Yang, aye.
Resolution 20-34 COR has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 20-34 hereby passes by our body. At this time, may you please read the title for Resolution 22-34?
Resolution number 22-34 COR, introduced by Caitlin Galinda, Ziani Concepcion, and Cody Angui, relative to recognizing and congratulating Ukadu High School and Notre Dame High School for winning first place in the Large School Division and Small School Division, respectively, in the 2023 Toys for Tots High School Challenge.
Suzu Masi, may we have roll call with votes, please?
Vice Speaker Cho. Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion. Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz. Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno. Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez. Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hamlani. Representative Hamlani, aye. Representative Karasoma. Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee. Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen. Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Alandez. Representative Alandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan. Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos. Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Whitaker. Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto. Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vinch. Speaker Vinch, aye. Representative Yang. Representative Yang, aye.
Resolution 22-34 COR has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 22-34 hereby passes by this body. Please read the title for Resolution 23-34.
Resolution number 23-34, introduced by Rachel Cho and Traven Atoigui, relative to recognizing and congratulating the John F. Kennedy High School Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps on placing first place overall at the annual All-Island JROTC drill competition and commending them on their positive impact on the community.
Suzu Masi, at this time, may you do a roll call with votes, please?
Vice Speaker Cho. Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion. Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz? Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Austin Fortuno? Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez? Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hamlani? Representative Hamlani, aye. Representative Kurasoma? Representative Kurasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee? Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen? Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Alandez? Representative Alandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan? Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos? Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Whitaker? Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto? Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vinch? Speaker Vinch, aye. Representative Yang? Representative Yang, aye.
Resolution 23-34 COR has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 23-34 COR hereby passes by this body. Please read title for Resolution 24-34.
Resolution number 24-34, introduced by Representative Karasoma, relative to commending Guam Academy Charter School for pioneering the establishment of the inaugural National English Honor Society chapter in Netnon Manaitai on the island of Guam, and recognizing the initial 19 newly inducted members for their exceptional dedication to the field of English language arts.
Suzuki Smasi, roll call with the votes, please.
Vice Speaker Cho? Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion? Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz? Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno? Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez? Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hamlani? Representative Hamlani, aye. Representative Karasoma? Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee? Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen? Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Alandez? Representative Alandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan? Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos? Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Whitaker? Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto? Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vinch? Speaker Vinch, aye. Representative Yang? Representative Yang, aye.
Resolution 24-34 received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 24-34 hereby passes by this body. Congratulations. At this time, can we please read the title for Resolution 25-34? 26-34. My apologies.
Resolution number 26-34 LS, introduced by Kyan To, relative to recognizing and congratulating the Father Duenas Memorial School 2023 to 2024 Academic Challenge Bowl team on their championship, and commending them on fostering academic excellence to all students.
Suzuki Smasi, roll call with votes, please.
Vice Speaker Cho? Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion? Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz? Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno? Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez? Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hamlani? Representative Hamlani, aye. Representative Karasoma? Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee? Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen? Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Alandez? Representative Alandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan? Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos? Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Whitaker? Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto? Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vinch? Speaker Vince, aye. Representative Yang, aye.
Jesus Mahasi, Resolution 26-34 has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 26-34 hereby passes by this body. Thank you. Can you please read the title for Resolution 27-34?
Resolution number 27-34 LS, introduced by Kyan To, relative to recognizing and congratulating the Father Duenas Memorial School 2023 to 2024 beach volleyball team on their IIAAG High School Beach Volleyball Championship. Many more momentous accomplishments, commending them on their positive impact to the island sports community.
Thank you. Roll call votes, please.
Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hemlani, aye. Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Olandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vince, aye. Representative Yang, aye.
Resolution 27-34 LS has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 27-34 LS hereby passes by this body. Congratulations, Jesus Mahasi. Now can you please read resolution titled the Resolution 28-34?
Resolution number 28-34 LS, introduced by Kyan To, relative to recognizing and congratulating the Father Duenas Memorial School 2023 to 2024 basketball team on their IIAAG High School Varsity Basketball Championship. Many more momentous accomplishments, commending them on their positive impact to the island sports community.
Thank you. Roll call the votes, please.
Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Concepcion, aye. Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hemlani, aye. Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Olandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vince, aye. Representative Yang, aye.
Resolution 28-34 LS has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 28-34 LS hereby passes by our body. Congratulations, and that concludes our voting file for today. And back onto legislative agenda item number 19 for brief extensions of remarks. Would any representatives like to speak? Representative Fortuno, you are recognized.
Jesus Mahasi, Madam Speaker. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because that was a really long voting file. But anyways, I want to use this opportunity to thank my colleagues for expressing their support for bill number 14-34 CUR. All right, we're doing tremendous things, right, to create these accommodations for our students, and hopefully we are able to get this through, right? Get through the legislature and making this into public law. Also want to use this opportunity to thank some of our representatives who came to support Bill number 200-37 at its recent public hearing that was held by Senator Joe San Augustine at the Committee on General Government Operations Appropriations. We had a show of force from the youth. We had members from the Guam Youth Congress. Speaker Vinch was there. She had to miss a few hours of her school day in order to make it, but I extend my sincere gratitude to her and to the others who were there, members from the Student Government Association, Senator Kiana Ardiente, the University of Guam Student Regent, and our Legislative Secretary, Julie Laksamana, and members of the Triton community for really creating that show of force to advocate for this $1 million appropriation to support Guam's only public university. Now it's up to us really to apply the pressure. We got word from Senator San Augustine that he hopes to get this bill through in the next legislative session for the April session. So really, now it's up to us to create this advocacy to make this bill a reality for our Tritons at the university. And so again, thank you to my colleagues. I know some of my colleagues have submitted written testimonies. And again, I extend my sincere gratitude for doing that and for advocating for our students at UOG. But that's all for me. Situs Masi, Madam Speaker.
Situs Masi, and before we proceed to any other brief extensions of remarks, we have one more item on our voting file. May you please read title of Resolution 29-34 LS.
Resolution number 29-34 LS, introduced by Zioni Conception, relative to recognizing and commending the St. Paul Christian School girls basketball team on their second consecutive IIAAG Girls Basketball Championship, winning the title Champions of Champions, and the 2024 Dodea Pacific Girls Basketball D1 Tournament.
Situs Masi, and can we please have a roll call with votes, please?
Vice Speaker Cho. Vice Speaker Cho, aye. Representative Conception. Representative Conception, aye. Representative Cruz. Representative Cruz, aye. Representative Fortuno. Representative Fortuno, aye. Representative Galindez. Representative Galindez, aye. Representative Hemlani. Representative Hemlani, aye. Representative Karasoma. Representative Karasoma, aye. Representative Jayon Lee. Representative Jayon Lee, aye. Representative Nguyen. Representative Nguyen, aye. Representative Olandez. Representative Olandez, aye. Representative Pangilinan. Representative Pangilinan, aye. Representative Lyses Santos. Representative Lyses Santos, aye. Representative Ty Whitaker. Representative Whitaker, aye. Representative Villasoto. Representative Villasoto, aye. Speaker Vinch. Speaker Vinch, aye. Representative Yang. Representative Yang, aye.
Situs Masi, Resolution 29-34 LS has received 16 ayes with 0 nays. Resolution 29-34 LS hereby passes by this body. Now that concludes our voting files, and we can proceed on to our brief extensions of remarks. Would any other representatives like to share? Seeing and hearing none, Representative Fortuno, your motion?
It's a long time coming, yes, Madam Speaker. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn this session of the Guam Youth Congress, subject to the call of the Speaker.
There's been a motion to adjourn this session, subject to the call of the Speaker. Are there any objections? Hearing or seeing none, we are adjourned. Situs Masi, everyone.